You know how we did a video a couple of months ago about Doka Baptist, and it's named after the pastor of this church? Yeah, I guess they're a church. It's a Great Harvest Church, and I can't help thinking of that being a Utah person. I'm like, I could go for a scone right now. I could go get some bread.
They're not just local. There's Great Harvest.
Are they in more places?
All over.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. I thought they were a Utah thing.
No, it's a national brand.
Oh, they've got really fucking good scones. Their tea scones are great. I love those things. So they're going to be talking about. Okay, let me reset here. The title of this one that we're watching here is called Jurassic Moment Number 1. Dinosaurs Cannot Be Tamed. And we kind of tackled this in this whole thing where we were talking about how, there's no way dinosaurs existed because the Bible says that God gives you power over all the animals that exist on the earth. And
I mean,
we were talking about
like
people can't be tamed, and Felicia's like, give me a couple of seconds and a whip and I'll get you. Just like, or something like that. And rawr. But dinosaurs. So I'm just going to let it play. Here we go.
Hi everyone, my name's Eric, and I just wanted to go through a quick verse in James chapter 3.
I love how in the lower third of this video, you guys can't see it, but it says bro period Eric Paul. And I'm like,
oh, bro.
Brother Eric Paul, but it's like bro.
Bro.
Don't try to make your fucking Baptist church hip. It's not gonna fucking work.
No, please do. Please do. Just always try to make your Baptist church hip, because I love it and I think it's great. Always do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
please
do. He's gonna talk to us about a fucking thing.
All right, bro.
His book. His all-knowing book. Now, when I
start doing brother.
Now, I just want you to keep in mind that when he starts talking about this whole thing here in a second, I want you to hear the cut that happens in the video, because it is very fucking apparent. I'm gonna let it play. Here we go.
Okay.
It's James 3, verse 7. For every kind of beasts and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and hath been tamed of mankind. So obviously we're going through these moments or the preaching recently about dinosaurs and how they're actually fake and they can't, the Bible's clear here. I'm a simple guy. Thankfully this is a simple verse.
Weird brag.
Yeah.
I guess he's trying to make himself relatable.
I'm a simple guy. I like my simple books that teach me the simple things of the simple thoughts.
He's going for relatable. But has everything been tamed? I don't think that's just true. Like,
not everything. Maybe some of everything has been tamed, but
we tried to tame the orcas, and that didn't work out so good.
No,
oh my God,
so much.
You're reading my mind. I was like, orcas, kinda.
I mean, define tame, I guess.
Yeah, we really have that fucking influenza virus tamed, don't we?
Technically, viruses aren't alive. I don't think anyone's ever tamed an anaconda. Like, you can keep an anaconda, but you can't.
You can't tame it. No.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, there are some things you can't tame.
Technically, you can't tame wolves. You can train them, which isn't necessarily taming them to a certain extent.
You can imprint on them. You can
communicate with them to an extent.
With them,
All I know is that in my particular case, the anaconda that I have is very specific about like bread products. So unless you have buns,
it don't want none.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a dad. I have to do the dad joke.
That's kind of creepy that you called that a dad joke, because that's about your anaconda.
Yeah.
Your one-eyed anaconda.
No, yeah, but I'm not going to make that joke in front of my kids. I'm not a fucking monster. I'm not a Christian. I mean seriously.
Fair enough.
At least you're not working with a rubber boa.
Yeah, just that's still pretty fresh in my memory, but at the same time, that's an oldie nowadays.
Stop it.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck, do you feel old, people?
Every kind of beasts and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and hath been tamed of mankind. So you have two options here. You have dinosaurs.
How about you tame that fucking child that's in the background?
He's got an anaconda back there.
Because
Yeah.
This is the same church I did a 2-hour and some odd minute fucking live stream talking about Doka Baptist, like, going over flat earth shit. And the same fucking shitty kid is in the background doing, It's like, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate little kids. I've had little kids, but anytime my kids started acting shitty like that, they disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, none of the men are going to take them out of there.
Oh, of course not.
That we only have to relegate women to not hearing about things. So this woman is choosing her spiritual, her internal spirit over the comfort of everyone else. Because again, no man is stepping the fuck out with
especially in that church. Yeah,
I mean, to a greater extent, they're also putting their own wants over the needs of their child.
Hey, how about
that? That's super shitty.
Dinosaurs existing as one of those criteria of creatures. Clearly, when you look at what dinosaurs are, what they were supposedly capable of, what they were doing, that's not something, that's not a creature that could have been tamed in any meaningful sense in the Bible, or basically up until we have the weaponry we have now. So it's just a very clear verse, very simple verse, showing that every kind of beast has been tamed of mankind. Dinosaurs are untamable in...
Okay, so this is the same shitty argument his pastor made a couple of weeks ago. But I'm waiting for the cut, and it's coming here in a second. It's an either or, but it's missing its or. So you guys will notice it right off the fucking bat. So hang on.
In the conception that we have, therefore, they can't be real.
Oh wait, did they not get to that one on here?
Apparently not.
Dinosaurs cannot be tamed. And maybe we missed it because he's supposed to say either the Bible is blank, and then he leaves it there at that point. Let me see if I can play it again. Hang on.
Or the preaching recently about dinosaurs and how they're actually fake, and they can't, the Bible's clear here. I'm a simple guy. Thankfully, this is a simple verse.
Made fun of that already.
Every kind of beasts, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed and hath been tamed of mankind. So you have two options here.
Okay, so here's the two options.
You have dinosaurs existing as one of those criteria of creatures. Clearly...
Okay, and that's where the hard cut was right there.
Sardines.
I don't know if you catch it. Hang on, let me go back a little bit. Hang on.
Dinosaurs existing as one of those criteria of creatures, clearly.
And then it cuts, and he goes into clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those either or kind of things, like
end of things in the sea is tamed and hath been tamed of mankind. So you have two options here.
Okay, so you didn't give us two options. You gave us one.
Starfish.
You have dinosaurs existing as one of those criteria of creatures. Clearly.
You have dinosaurs existing.
Clearly.
And that's where the cut was right there before he gets into the clear. He's
basically saying, like, either the Bible is true or there was dinosaurs. Like, they can't both be true. And to that I say,
Yeah, exactly.
So, look at all the bones.
So, Doka Baptist, why did you cut that little bit right there where he's like, you have two choices, yet I'm only going to give you the one?
Yeah.
Either the Bible's true.
Either the words that I just read to you are the absolute truth of the universe, or he shouldn't have said two choices because this would have led to his fucking his facade.
I don't even think that's a false dichotomy. I don't even think that's a false dichotomy at all.
It was just a mistake that he made. You don't give choices.
He's like either the Bible's true or fuck. or
dinosaurs existed.
Yeah, it's like it's either either the Bible's true or it's not, buddy.
Right.
Accurate.
And we have another one. I'm just going to go ahead and bring the next one in only because it plays on this one, and it's Jurassic Moment number 2.
Okay.
And it's him talking about Behemoth and Leviathan, but just listen to the way they butcher the fucking language. I love the Christians, the fact that they don't even have to pronounce the words in their own book. Here we go.
Hey guys. So many of you, I'm sure, have heard, as I have, that dinosaurs, biblically speaking, existed before the flood.
Wait, I thought they didn't exist at all.
No, he's gonna say they've heard that, but it's not true.
Yeah, I mean, either dinosaurs existed,
or
and then the flood just kind of washed them all away. And I'm just going to prove real quick from the Bible that that actually cannot be the case. And what many people say is that Behemoth. And
this motherfucker
that's not
just
how
said
proof works.
this motherfucker just said Behemoth.
Yes, he did.
But well,
Behemoth.
Behemoth. It doesn't work that way.
Isn't it BEO?
Yeah.
It's spelled Behemoth.
Yeah,
Oh,
Behe-
that's
behemoth.
right, behemoth.
it's a Hebrew word.
So it's not Behemoth anyway. Like even
No,
in
it's behemoth.
Americanized, it's behemoth. Behemoth.
Yeah.
Behemoth. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but it is become behemoth. Yeah.
And Leviathan, which are spoken about in Job 40 and 41, are the dinosaurs that are referenced in the Bible. And now Behemoth and Leviathan, obviously, they existed during the times of Job because God was speaking to Job about them. Now, if you look at Job...
So who was writing the tale of Job if God was speaking to Job?
Did Job
You
write
guys run into a fucking reality TV problem here where we're talking about how
who was filming
that moment where supposedly nobody was there. And it's like pro wrestling. It's like, why was there a cameraman unit right there behind backstage when there was stuff going on?
They don't stop to think about that because it breaks their continuity. There's too much cognitive dissonance there.
God was there and he inspired the words.
Things like that just, of course, don't make any. God revealed it. Why the fuck did God need a person then?
1:1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. So
the land of Uz.
Uz?
Uz. He said,
I'm so bored.
Job lived in the land of Uz. Now, lands are named after people. So we can go into the Bible and find out when did the man Uz, when was he born? We can find that out by going to 1 Chronicles 1, verse 17.
Oh my God, I don't fucking care. What if Uz was a common fucking name?
No, after people. Like, what is this? Like, lands were named after people. It's like, or what they fucking looked like.
Yeah, most of them weren't named after people.
Arabic's very literal. Like, their word for flatbread just literally means flat bread.
Yeah.
Like,
it's kind of like German in that regard, where like literally what they say is what it is. You know?
Yeah.
Where it says the sons of Shem. Now, Shem was the son of Noah. The sons of Shem, Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram, and Uz. So Shem.
I hate how the Bible doesn't know how to fucking do an Oxford comma kind of thing, where it's like, I hate it, where it's like, and option 1, and option 2, and option 3. Fuck you, option 1, 2, and then and 3. You know, you don't do. Oh, that fucking
there's
book.
another.
That
well,
book.
It's very poorly written.
There's another.
That fucking book.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
There's another proof against God. He didn't use the Oxford comma. No deity worth his salt would not use the
external testicles. No Oxford comma.
Right. There you go.
God can't exist. You can sit on your own balls, and there's no Oxford comma. What kind of system is this?
Well, thankfully it's winter right now, and so cases of ball sitting have reduced quite a bit in the last couple of months since it's winter time now. It is getting
cold. Yes, it is. We are thankfully past that time of year.
And my leather seats are fucking cold when I get to them.
I don't know.
So Shem had his son after the flood, because the Bible says the only people that were on the ark was Noah, his wife, his three sons, and their wives. It doesn't.
Hey, but they don't have names because fuck women, right? I mean, you know.
No. It
was just.
They were just the wives.
Right.
Just the wives.
It was
just the chattel.
Noah, his sons, and their thoughts.
You know, the Bible would go out of its way to name every one of those fucking animals by their name. And we have Dopey the donkey and his wife. And then we have Terry the tiger and his wife. But fuck all the women, right? You know?
Yes, exactly. That's like what they are for. For fucking. Yeah.
It doesn't say that any sons were on the ark. So Shem, his wife, gave birth to Uz, after the flood.
Ha! I fucking got you, dinosaur believers.
That's so
because
I'm
the Book of Job. The Book of Job is where the dinosaurs are in the book, and that had to be written after the flood. You know, so dinosaurs didn't exist a long time ago. God damn it! I so fucking hate these people. I hate. And the faces this guy's making as he's flipping through his fucking favorite book, and I'm just like,
I got you. Yeah,
I want to punch him in the fucking nose. Like,
just clever, hun.
Yeah, you're so clever.
Or I snatch that fucking book out of your hand, throw it across the room, and be like, now what? What are you gonna rely on now?
You know, I try not to be mean to believers, but there are so many things that are coming up recently for me where I'm like, do you see what belief can cause? I swear to fucking God, if we actually lived flourishing lives, you know how hard this kind of shit would die? Like, if people actually had their emotional and physical needs taken care of by a society that actually gave a fuck about them, then, like, no one would need to be like, this is real. I believe this.
Yeah.
So, thank you for spawning the next t-shirt idea there, Felicia, where belief causes stupidity. There we go. How about that one?
I actually prefer that, yeah.
Nice.